been getting results. I'm closer to results. And they are still fooling you to claim that, oh, it's because when I'm trying to open up the cover, I'm trying to blow people up that, look at the mess you're doing. It's different from talking. The real fact, the real evidences, and the real talk is what I'm doing with the police at the moment. And that is why they are coming after my life. The reason why they are after my life was because the moment the investigation began and the police were going for the evidence and I was supplying the lead. Normally, I'm supposed to cover my source. But because I needed to trust somebody at some point, and I trusted the head of the police, and I released it to the Deputy Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, that this is the source, and this is the details of the CCTV. And the details of that CCTV would not only unravel and clear so many things. Immediately, so many people that have lied to the coroner inquest, lied to the police initially, are going down already with that CCTV alone. Not even the one in the house, the first one. And they feel like, oh, if this is what we have here, and if Yomi has the same thing, they should go for him. So at the end of the day, it's becoming nail-setting. Ignore all those terrible people. I don't do all those nonsense they do with social media, writing on social media comment section, writing nonsense. I'm far beyond that. If you are supporting me, if you're following me, what I am doing, you can realize that I am not the kind of actor that is looking for, I want to be loved. I want to be there. Me, you need to care about me photo. I just want to be myself. I want to play my part and go. So the moment they realize that they can use, they thought I'm one of those actors that will be scared worse during Babajisha's case. They did worse during NSAS. They did worse in several other cases. Do I look like I care? Because I am raised to always stand up for what is right. So, please, guys, we have a mandate. And the place and the position we are now is very direct. We're not going to be backing down. Where I am where I can comfortably challenge any authority in Nigeria until the right thing is done. I will challenge them. I will make steps legitimately. And those that are making attempts on my life, we are coming for you. We will know you, no matter who you are in government. I don't care your position. We are coming for you. Trust me, your cover is going to be blown very soon. That is when you will know that there are some people you must not make attempt to take their lives. Not to talk of taking their lives. Whatever you must have lied against me, whatever you must have thought, it is because you still believe voting for people, putting you in government position makes the citizen your slaves. That their own rights, you will take it away from them. I don't know why somebody wants to exercise his fundamental right, and then you that you are voted into power, you will feel, let me go behind and make sure that I use the tool of government to bring this person down. You all waited for me at the Lagos State House of Assembly. You thought I would be in the protest. Then you follow me down and finish up. But shame on all of you. Some of you police officers that you were in that team that were recruited to come and kill me. I know not all of you really wanted to do that job. But it's quite a shame that despite the fact that you are bearing and you are wearing that uniform, they can still enlist you to go and take the life of somebody. So that you can, when you're going out, you can have safe passage. What if you are caught? You thought I don't have security. I am alone. You've sent your team to come and check down. Does he have security? What is my status? And then you think I will go home that day. Omodele pe me. I saw somebody was saying it. I didn't run because if I stay in Nigeria, once he escape, they can't get me, and then they will still assassin le pelori ko le mawayon kiri. I'm still coming back to Nigeria. So when you will do it to a stage that you know You taba leyan te baba yan ma padà lẹ́yìn ni o. I don't know how it's going to happen, but trust me, that justice will be served. It is not all cases that can be swept under the carpet. But I am ashamed for those of you that you are in the Nigerian police force and you are part of those teams that are coming to come and take my life. I know not all of you. I know those of you. I know that one of you actually is not part of that stuff. And you tried to, give me that heads up, and good. But trust me, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. Kàkà komo olóore jí sí kòtò, mọ̀nàmọ́ná á ṣiṣẹ́. So if you see them trying to attack me on social media, or all those bloggers, or all those, me on share TikTok out. The only thing to fa gbogbo àrífín is still because I was ambushed. If I say I have an NGO and I want to go into a case like this without being prompted, and if there is no fund, of course I need to move. Normally my condition is enough for me to say I don't want to even put mouth in this matter. But if you are a genuine activist, comfort is not what you'll be looking for before you start an activism, before you start advocating. Comfort is not what you're going to be looking for. So if people now see me and you find me in an uncomfortable situation and you see me still fighting for human rights and you think you know me and that is my status, that is my situation, and then you are using that to run your mouth. As you can see, none of those nonsense can get to me. Because because of all this own nonsense, and then I'm not going to go to any platform. This pure nonsense has to stop. I cannot be putting my life, while I was fighting for my life, from people are still trying to even bash me on top of it. From I want side, I want anti-justice or whatever they call them. If they are the ones even writing comments and trying to, only they are not in my purview. But if the people that I assume that we should motivate, should encourage, are trying to even look for loopholes, looking for my mistakes, when my life is at risk, it's pure nonsense. It's becoming appalling. Am I realizing at the end of the day, what is all this nonsense? Because if naturally, I've been, all of my fatigue, I don't need crowd. And let me be honest with you. By the time we're going to be getting to the finishing line in this justice for Mohbad, trust me, the crowd will be so reduced. A lot of people will win out. So if there's any fool telling you Yomi Fabiyi ran away or is not going to be in justice for Mohbad, tell them not on your life. Not me. Adabamantu Ramuni. I have signed up. I've told my parents. I've told my son. I am into justice. I'm into human rights. I'm into advocacy. Of course, dying in the course of this kind of a struggle is an honor for me. The only difference is that if they take my life 4 days ago, without having the means to protect myself, then there's no point, because I want to finish up. I want to fight a particular case to a logical end. Then if you take my life in the process, it makes sense. But for people to be seeing me putting my life on the line, can you call it to my one? No, social media. Toss me around. I must deliver to them. I must come and report to them. It's becoming a nonsense. You can go and put all your fake accounts. You can go to any blog, write anything you want to write about me. Hello, quote me in symbol. I mean, I want to do social media, comment section, my threatening. I want to I want hello, come me I don't get time. So if you gonna look into me, say, okay, this is Yomi's weakness. This is go and celebrate it. If Yomi talks too much, go and be saying it wherever you want to say it. The core of the matter is, if your son is quiet, why is your son not doing what I am doing? If your son can be quiet, if you don't talk too much, because Yoba, bring a spirit in your down. ẹ wà ń di pé èèyàn kọ́kọ́ máa jókòó akọ mú lámbà kan fún yín ẹ̀dẹ̀ tẹ̀lé tó bá jẹ́ pé Yomi ń sọ̀rọ̀ jù kí ló dé tọmọ tí wọ́n bí tí àbọ̀mọ tí ò gbọ́dọ̀ máa jà fún justice àbọ̀ níbi tẹ́tí ń sọ sálárì fún mi that I am using my voice, I am using my time to fight for this for somebody that I don't know. Is that not humane and angelical enough? Yomi ẹjọ́ ẹ pọ̀ mo délé Mohbad ẹjọ́ ẹ pọ̀ mo visit àwọn neighbor ẹjọ́ ẹ pọ̀ mo lọ sí Kuramed hospital ẹjọ́ ẹ pọ̀ mo ti ṣe protest ní kóòtù ẹjọ́ ẹ pọ̀ mo ti kọ lẹ́tà sí Lagos Assembly ẹjọ́ ẹ pọ̀ mo ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ commissioner of police wọ́n ti pè mí ẹjọ́ ẹ pọ̀ mo ti ṣe ní ẹyàwó ṣe ìṣòro ayé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ayé ẹ kò fẹ́ grow Nàìjíríà kò wọ́n pé every people that are doing something good you must bring them down ẹ̀yin lẹ máa pàdé gún ẹ̀yin náà kíákíá lẹ máa sọ pàdé ògùn mọ́. If the criminals are trying to talk me down, what about you that you're meant to reason along? Ìlú tí mo ti lọ láti almost 18 years ago. I was still in UK this year. Mo wá Canada, mo lọ America, mo ti lọ káàkiri. Then the next thing they want to tell you that you will follow is because you don't have a conscience. You are not raised properly. Then the next thing you think is, okay, Yomi fẹ́ lọ gba asylum. You own what o ti kówó jọ owó. I am not even the one that bought the ticket. Ṣé mi lówó tí mo lè fi ra ticket because it was an emergency. I don't even have the money. Ẹni tó ra ticket kò ṣe kó san owó ticket gan pé she just like, okay, Yomi, the only thing I can do is give them advance so that you can move. And I appreciate it. Wọ́n ní mo kó owó wo. So it's quite appalling. I'm telling a very honest story. They are talking about what is that madness. They will come and tell you Yomi is looking for asylum because they don't even know me. I was married to a British Oyibo for 10 years. Look at these foolish people. They are writing jargons because they think you follow through. In your mind, their intention is to write terrible things. They know they are lying. But Iwati Tomo to the Ntele. I bought tickets past 11 p.m. Past 11 p.m. on the 28th. And I traveled on the 30. No, like on the 30 in Nigeria. Our flight left Nigeria past 12 in the midnight on the 30th. And we arrived France. Something around past 7. Because it's absurd. I would want to ignore because I feel like Mohbad but when you look at people, you just feel like, all this old nonsense. When I was coming into it, people were like, come in, I took my time, come in, and then you came in and you don't know, you're just being used and stuff like that. Because there is a matter came up, then you quickly forget who this person was. This very last, by the time people bad visualize, I was on water. People saw the way I'm flying up and down. So we're gonna be appealing. We're gonna be fighting on. When I say they want to take my life in Nigeria, I mean every word of it. They failed. And of course, we'll still get to know who exactly is so that we can what. We're going to be getting them. However, the police began their investigation. You all are going to be smiling very soon. I want us to trust the police at this juncture. Let's give them the last benefit of a doubt. Thank you so much for those gifts. Thank you all for that gift. I really do appreciate every gift. Like I always tell you, you know, we have a lot of work to do, a lot of spending to do. So every support really do matter now. But I want to appeal to every reasonable, sensible person out there. They will come out with every attack in my name. They will want to discredit me. They will be putting up stuffs. They will want to cajole people to make you look like, oh, this person. Even when you all can see that I'm working towards results. To have written and get the attention of a Lagos State House of Assembly is not a small... They are listening to us. It might look like this is what should have been done for a very long time, but now that we are taking the right step, let's just follow through. They know I am the one, leading all these things. They will come for me. But please, if you are standing for... We might not be more than 50. We might not be more than... I don't need crowd. But those of you that want to stand, let us stand firm. I am not backing down. Because they are coming from my life unaware. I never expected it. And it's going to be foolish for me to say, oh, I know that they said if you go out, they are waiting for you at home, and I still want to go there. It's going to be foolish. So don't think it's a lie. They know. I want to know. That was why they were jubilating. They thought on the 30th that their threat will have been taken away from the road. But they did not know that last Nico son no more. He just thought he woke. The moment the body was exhumed is when that secret can never be covered. Whoever tries to cover it, whether in government or in police, they will still meet their Waterloo. They will meet, don't ever call you. They are all fighting not to go down. Some people are already involved themselves. They are already in the CCTV. They are not supposed to be in the CCTV. They are all fighting like, hey, how if this thing should come out? And if the police and the government did not manage this well, they might throw anything out. They will throw it out. They are after me because they wanted to come me, pin me down in my house, do whatever they want to do, torture me to know wherever, if I have anything. And when they get everything, they made me delete and they will take my phone, then take my life. That was their mandate. But God, they failed. They failed. It's because they know that the country is still lawless. And that is why I'm going to be speaking. I'm speaking directly, and I'm speaking directly to the Deputy Commissioner of Police in Lagos State. Mr. Lati, check the team that are now investigating with you now. Those information I am giving to you that you are giving to them to operate, there is a saboteur. I would still want to trust you. You are like a father to me. You spoke well to me, and you asked me that I should tell you whatever I know, give you everything I know. And I can tell you categorically, sir, the last time we spoke and you asked me about the name of the person, 15 minutes after, 2 men were almost on my neck. How they tracked me to where I was speaking with you in the hall I ran to is still a mystery, sir. And I'm saying it to the world. Immediately we spoke, sir, that you asked me the name of the man in the address I gave to you. You need the name because the officers are going back there again. 15 minutes after, sir, 2 men, they were moving close to me until I ran into a taxi and I ran away. So, sir, if it is not you, somebody close to you in that team are compromising the information you are giving your detectives. They are acting like they are working for you, but they want to throw away your efforts. If you unravel this case, your name will go down in history, sir. It will be written in gold and silver. They don't want you to deliver on your mandate. I am saying it on my honor, sir. Please, it is better if you have some officers that have worked with you somewhere else before. it is better you work that they bring them to that command. Let them bring them to, so that there are saboteurs. Tell me, you find out, you are a detective. Please check your squad. Because I'm at this stage, you see, we would have to speak up. I am where I can speak up and explode. I will never release anything to the public that can disrupt or ruin the safety or peace of the country. Because at the end of the day, if people saw anything and there was massive public reaction, people now put their laws into their hands, they might start charging me for genocide, for trying to disrupt public peace and obstruction of police investigation. And that is why, because I know the law, I know implications, I know where you can tame me, even if I have done something right. And that is why, sir, the police, you have the evidence close to you. You know where to find them. We are not going to accept any excuse. The whole world can testify that the CCTV in Mohbad's house, they are working. All you need to do is get the developer, let them open the CCTV for you. If they cannot do that for you, that is option one. And that is why I'm speaking up now. The first option, we don't want to hear any story. We don't want to hear any we don't want to hear anything inconclusive now. We don't want to hear, no, we have seen this. The CCTV in Mohbad's house, the interior and outside, they are working. There is a panel controlling it, and then the developer should be able to tell you the code on how to access the CCTV via iCloud. If you cannot get that, wife of Mohbad shares the same iCloud with Mohbad. Bring her in and let her log in. Get a warrant. She should log in into her phone. Open. They cannot format iCloud. You can only delete and then it can be reinstalled. And that is what you should do now. If you do not do it, Nigerian police, wala mashele. I am not running from Nigeria. I only stay away so that I can be able to vibrate well. I am coming back. Whatever you now want to do with my life, you can do it. Those of you in their camp, ni choice ashiri imatu le escape le. Pe ti e fi ku lo emi ye ti ri iku tomotomo ti rewon ye le escape we mo. Baba ti ṣe mistake e pẹ̀lú emi. I don't care who the person is, I don't care your position. Tẹ́ bá mọ̀ pé wá ní agbára, ẹ kọ fún mi ní sign pé èmi mo wà ndí ẹni tí mo ní kó wá kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wo bóyá èmi náà ní true life kò sílẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin ni kokole ní monopoly of violence o. Tí apá mi ò bá mú yín, àwọn ọmọ yín wọn ò lè yé, mo fọlọ́run bá búra. Pé èyàn kan bá wò sùsùn, á wo èmi. Mi ìfẹ́ mọ̀ bó ṣe gẹ́rù kú tó mi ìfẹ́ mọ̀ nǹkan tó jẹ́. Kọ fún mi ní sign pé tó bá wà pé lóòótọ́ ló lágbára. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ rán kọ́kọ́ wá pa mí yẹn. If you know you are that powerful, truly, in this Mohbad case, if you know you are that powerful, you are strong, you have this everything power, just be bold enough, find somebody to say you are involved. Maybe I will not return it back. Nobody only will get monopoly of violence. At this stage of my life, I didn't commit crime. All I am doing is putting my life down for justice to be served, and I'm cooperating with the police.